Hi, we're going to go on to the chuck absorber now. So I've put a little spacer on here just to give it enough of a gap. I might raise up a little bit just so if I want to raise the suspension that doesn't foul the tube there. So I just need to make something to triangulate this. I could go down to here maybe, I don't know. But I need to get the rear tank frame thingamajig mounted also, just so we know where we are. So that gives me an understanding of where I need to make the bracket to go onto here. I guess it would work if I took it down from there, because I was working on compression onto there. So I might do that. I'm just making up a cardboard template. So this is the second one I've got. So just make a rough outline first, get it more or less, and then later on you'll see I transfer it to a cleaner one using a straight edge. I'm by no means perfect at this, and there's lots of better ways of doing it with radiuses and the likes. But this does alright for what I do, and it doesn't really need to be perfect. I'm just transferring the coordinates so I can join the dots up with a straight edge. I'll clean all the lines up for when I transfer it to a piece of steel to then cut it out. I could really put a bolt through where the bolt goes through the suspension here, just to make it a little bit more accurate. But it's probably going to need fettling anyway, so I don't really bother. I don't bother doing all that stuff. So I've just tacked along these two edges that are very similar, so I can grind them and drill everything so they're exactly perfectly symmetrical. There's a little bit of discrepancy from each other. Well, I should be using the vice grips that are right there, but yeah. I'm putting a hole saw on top of where the hole's going to go, so then I can get the centre punch in the middle of where that is and then tap that out for drilling. So that's about it. I'm just grinding the tacks off here and then pry it open with some screwdriver. Just marking out where the two bends, well, one bend on each part, need to go. I thought there might need to be more to get it spot on, but it actually worked really nicely. The 2 points on each plate where it gets welded, I like to do things as I go, but they don't actually follow the tube parallel. There's like a little bit of a rake, a little bit of an angle on him, so it does look quite intentional. I just had to take off a little bit more because it was fouling on the body of the shock. Just marked them out and bolted them together, so when I grind it out, the same on both sides. I'm just tapping it to get it parallel. There you go, that should be it. So I think that's just about spot on. There's a couple of little mill gap in that, but I can tack it, get it straight, and then I'm going to grind it all first. Tack it, get it straight, clamp it all down nicely, and then should kind of be there. I'll weld that up first. No, I can get to that. So yeah, that's about it. Just using my digital angle finder, so both sides are at the same angle in relation to the bike. The bike at this point is still bolted to the table that's zeroed out, so I can just use a reference point off the table, or as long as, like with that, you just mirror them, it's fine. Just measuring out I'm measuring out plates to put a bit of bracing in between the two plates. These are really simple, just sort of, I don't know what the term for the geometric shape is, they just sort of tapered in squares. And then just drill out the centre of them again, just to make it look nice. This is the, well, I say final, but this is the sort of the top side weld. I will eventually take off the frame and flip it and everything, just so I can weld up any bits that I couldn't get to. But this is enough so I could get it off the bench and sit on it and check that everything's right before I go any further. Just tacking them all up. Again, I'll cross-reference everything with the angle finder, so both sides the same. This is just a little support bar between the two sort of down bars for the pedals. Just stop them compressing in on each other. I might change this or add some more further on just because it's a little bit flimsy and you've got the brakes and the gears on to there, and I want to be able to use it and not worry about it. So yeah, that's it. That now rolls, and it does. You can get it over quite far. I thought it would be a lot lower. I can raise it up a little bit, well, as much as I want really, but the shock will raise up. So yeah, not too bad. It does look absolutely ridiculous with me on it though. Okay, the next thing I'll be waiting for a load of stuff like cables and the likes that I'm just going to be adding on to it until I find the next set of challenges. Yeah, it's just the finalising there really, the lot finalising.